everyone, AsilemART here. Today I wanted to mention a little issue I've come across when using inking brushes and hopefully save you some frustration. In CSP Assets there are a lot of cool texture brushes to be found amongst inking, comic, and manga brushes. I recommend checking them out to add a little bit of unique texture to your paintings. Screen tones in particular are becoming widely popular. I'm just going to briefly mention some places where I've used inking brushes to give you some ideas how you can use these in your illustrations. In this rough color concept for my OC Naya, I used inking brushes for her shield and the lightning attack, and then blenders for the blur and the debris. And afterwards, looking at this, I thought her character design needed more color and visual appeal. So I took it back to the rough sketch that I did from a Jim Kim pose study of Elsa, and I roughed in some more accessories and added more color to Naya. As a rough concept, perfection is not the goal here. This is all thought process and finding what works and doesn't. And I thought her scales were a bit flat, where I used inking brushes to play around with her scale design shapes and see if I gave them just a bit more texture. Was it adding to her design or taking away from it? And inking brushes can be great for pushing your designs and giving them more detail. One place in particular I like to use inking brushes is for drop shadows under my characters, because it looks like there's ground or something under them rather than just a soft, smooth shadow you can get with an airbrush, which is fine to do for a more diffused light or distant object that has a weaker shadow cast. Alright, let's dive into the issue. So when I began this venture to start a graphic novel, I knew I wanted to do the book in color. And one of the issues I found when downloading these inking brushes from CSP Assets is that a majority of them only painted black. In other words, no matter what color I select, the paint will only appear in black on my canvas. Because these brushes are meant for traditional inking, they come preset to paint only in black. But I want the brush to paint in the color I'm selecting. So, if you come across this issue, luckily there's a quick solution. First, click on the wrench in the bottom right corner of your brush tool panel to access the brush's settings. Then, in the pop-up window, select Ink. And you want to make sure the color mixing box is checked. You can also click the icon to add this setting to your brush panel if you ever want to toggle color mixing off and use it as a black ink only brush again. And voila! Now my ink brush paints in color. I use this rough concept as a reference going forward for Naya's future refining as I work towards that finalized concept design. I hope this brush tip helps you in your painting journey. Thanks for watching, and happy painting!